call to the honourable member for Flinders.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Last week's Westpac Melbourne Institute survey of Consumer Sentiment Index was below 80 for 2 months in a row. Chief Economist Bill Evans said runs of sub-80 reads have only been seen during the late 1980s, early 1990s recession and in the Banana Republic period of concern in 1986. Why does consumer confidence always collapse when Labor is in government? Why is the Prime Minister so out of touch? And why do Australian families always pay more under Labor?
Order. The Minister for Home Affairs and Cyber Security, the Minister for Skills or Seasoned members on the Minister for Home Affairs is warned. Give the call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the Shadow Treasurer for her question. Mr. Speaker, there's been a range of figures come out, as happens on our economy, and in
the member for Deakin. Order. The Prime Minister will just pause. The member for Deakin. The member for Deakin will cease. If you interject one more time, you will be ejected from the chamber for the second day in a row. Give the call to the Prime Minister.
In February, 64,600 jobs were created. What that means is that more than 250,000 jobs have been created since we came to office. More than 250,000. Indeed, more jobs created in our first 6 months in office than were created in the first 6 months of any government since they started keeping these records. Now, Senator Cash had this to say on the 16th of February. We gave one challenge in relation to the jobs market, and that was to keep unemployment in Australia as low as possible. Well, we've done that. And that is a key to people's living standards. We acknowledge that many people are doing it tough because of the inflationary circumstances. The idea that Happy Pete's off again, Mr. Speaker. He tries so hard. His mind is telling him that the research says he's got to be more cheerful, but he's just incapable. He's just incapable of doing it. What we're doing is a range of things that will assist Australians. That's what the National Reconstruction Fund is about, new industries and new jobs. Those opposite, just say no to that. We just heard from the Housing Minister about the measures that are there in the Housing Australia Future Fund and the specific measures that are there from the Veterans Affairs Minister to help our veterans, but they say no to that as well. They had the opportunity to vote with the government on energy price relief, and they voted against that as well last December. On every measure, those opposite just say no to any measure that is put forward that is going to make a positive difference. They come in here, they talk the economy down, they talk Australia down. Remember when our industrial relations legislation was being debated? They said that would be the end. We'd all have general strikes by now. Where are they? They just run a scare campaign. But nothing so scary as their lack of ambition for Australia.
Time has concluded.